program today was actually obtained by Chastity O'Neill, but she couldn't be with us today, so she's asked that I make the introduction. We have a great, timely program for today. It's my privilege to introduce Dr. Mohamed El Nemr. Did I get it close?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Dr. El Nemr is a local physician, board certified in OB/GYN, and is on staff at Memorial Hospital here in Fremont. Dr. El Nemr obtained his medical degree from the University of Alexandria in Egypt. While there, he also completed a residency in clinical oncology. From there, he went to University of Pennsylvania, became board certified in OB/GYN. Dr. El Nemr specializes in high-risk pregnancies and minimally invasive surgeries such as hysterectomies. He practices sees patients at the Women's Health Services in both Fremont and Clyde. Dr. El Nemr's topic today is Egypt and its current political climate, economic and political climate, I believe. Please give a really warm welcome.
Thank you all for having me today. I'm really proud to be here. I just want, before I start, let me excuse you for just to stand up with me for a moment of silence in the honor of the 367 Egyptians that lost their lives for freedom. Thank you all. I'm going to be trying my best not to be passionate and too emotional today, because me myself lost 3 friends, a cousin, and a co-worker in the revolution. So I was there by my soul, not by my body and flesh. Let me express my pride that I belong to the 2, to me, most wonderful countries in the world. One of them is the oldest country in the world, and the other one is the youngest country in the world. I was amazed by my fellow Americans' reaction about what was happening in Egypt. I never believed that Americans are gonna react this way. Tell you the truth, I was always criticizing Fox News, CNN, all the media throughout the past 15, 20 years of their take into what's happening in the Middle East. Bias, false messages. But when I watched Anderson Cooper, when he was talking about fear has been defeated, there's no turning back, he made me cry. And that's a full white Caucasian American, you know, talking about Tahrir Square in the middle of Cairo. He was moved by that. He saw it, his own eyes. So I'm proud to be Egyptian, and I'm proud to be American. Well, my name is Mohamed El Nemr, like I was introduced. I'm married for a long time, like 13 years. My wife's name is Mona. She's my classmate. We met in a very romantic place. It was the morgue. To the American medical schools, it's called the anatomy lab here. To make it sound better, but there it's called the morgue. And yeah, we met across the table from a spleen, I believe. I have 3 kids. The oldest is Kareem. He's 12 years old, 5 feet 7 inches. So he's a power forward in the jackets. They call them the jackets. I have Hannah and I have Farah, and both of them, 7 and 6, they have the same meaning. Both of the names, Hannah and Farah, means happiness. I was born and raised in Alexandria, Egypt. Since my birth, I have only seen 2 presidents ruling my beautiful old country. President Sadat, who most of you know pretty well and most of you respect pretty well, and this man. Sadat only ruled, as you know, for only 11 years. And Mubarak could have ruled maybe till my grandkids go to college. He was grooming his son Gamal to take over and stay for years to come. Thanks to the young people of the January 25th revolution, the Mubarak's ambition was put to an end. Hosni Mubarak lied to the whole world for 30 years. His brilliant strategy was based on feeding the West's chronic illness, Islamophobia. Whenever there was a chance to warn Mubarak about the drawbacks of autocracy and dictatorship, he would simply bring the terror card of the Muslim Brotherhood. One card. Can you believe how smart that guy was? One card. Muslim Brotherhood. Warning them in turn, warning the American presidents, one after the other, lying and lying and threatening. What are you telling him? He's not listening. It's either one, it's either me or them. Means Muslim brothers. According to the last poll in Egypt, Muslim Brotherhood popularity dropped from 35% in 1995 to only 20% in 2005. And among those 20%, 80% do not agree with them ruling my country. Muslim Brothers leaders simply represent the right conservative wing in Egypt. And they are not by no means the far right. They're just right. Since the ruling National Democratic Party survived on the imbalance in the political powers in the Egyptian street, they banned them for over 60 years. I want to tell you this. I just watched on TV some horrific demonstrations in front of a funeral here in America. That was a soldier's funeral, I think. I was stunned by the cause of the people. Like, God burn America, or God curse America, or something like that. Okay, but you guys led them, right? They were free to speak. It was an awful cause, but they were speaking up. The Muslim Brothers were in jails for 60 years. Back to our revolution. Cheer you up a little bit. One of the most amazing things about it, it did not have a single leader. Do not really get confused, and don't let anybody mislead you. Because I was in the middle of that. In fact, I was one of the activists in Facebook. And if this thing did not go well, believe me, ladies and gentlemen, I would have been in one of the gutters and bunkers right now. It was like a volcano that was heated up by corruption, that was stirred up by oppression, that was fired up by injustice, and exploded by torture and killing. The warm-up started back in 2008, when a group of young people volunteered to organize a strike, just a strike, for the biggest Egyptian textile plant in the middle of the Nile Delta, a city called Mahala, the greater Mahala. And those young people, they were educated. An architect, a computer scientist. They said, let me organize that for you guys. How many are you? They said 45,000. We said, okay, what do you want from us? They said, well, we want justice, we want freedom of speech. We want the corrupted CEOs and CFOs and so forth to go to hell, literally. So they said, okay, what can we do for you? We're going to organize you. They went on Facebook. That's what they did. They went on Facebook and they started texting what we call SMS messages back in our country. And here comes the role of the most dangerous weapon of this revolution.